Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Boy. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the After Hours. This is our show 89. And today's special, Cinco de Mayo. I'm your host, Carlos Silva, talking with you all the way from Miami, South Florida. And now the F1 capital of the world. Tomorrow they're gonna start racing really close by. But I'm not gonna be alone today. I'm gonna be joined by our dear buddy, our dear friend all the way from Kentucky. We usually got to know him as Mr. Puddles. But suddenly we found out that there's another name.
Hey, Charlie.
Charlie? Oh, Charlie.
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 I'm used to this nickname. I've had this one for years. I'm not even phased anymore.
You never told us.
What goes around comes around. I have a picture of you in a sombrero somewhere.
You never told me that. And all the way from Orlando, from the motherland, our dear friend, our magical friend. But you know, every time I see him, I have to say, what a hair. There's a reason for that.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, he's taking a picture.
It was a video, not a picture.
Jason Canapp. Jason Canapp.
Oh my goodness.
I wonder where he
Buddies.
got that
You guys.
brush. Does he just carry that around on the daily?
Yeah, I recorded that. Buddies, let's talk tequila. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Probably what they thought we already drank before we started this.
Happy Cinco de Mayo. Collin, you never told me about that.
I'm shocked that's never been mentioned in how many years that we've done this.
What happened is that the beginning of the week, I received a message from James.
Yeah. I'm
Do
not
you
surprised.
know
I
that?
knew it was coming.
Do you know that people call him Charlie? It's no, yeah.
There's like a few renditions of this too. Is the scary part.
Buddies, everything okay?
Yeah.
It's going.
You?
Yeah, good. I was a little bit afraid that we're gonna be a little bit lonely, but people start.
I'm not lonely.
Yeah,
I've got all these characters here with me.
Yeah, but people start to show up. It's good. You know, it is.
I've got Charlie the Unicorn. I
my-
got Charlie the Chocolate Factory.
But we need to, when they said it, Thursday 8 p.m. It's after hours. Let's talk Disney.
I think we should do it.
Yeah. Yeah, we should do it. And the first thing we're gonna say is, Clarice saying, lonely never. Clarice awake in the UK.
Only like 2 a.m.
Thank you.
I'm a little nervous if Claire's awake.
Yeah. But let's say hello
It is Cinco de
to
Mayo.
yes. Hola. Durum. Collin,
This is where
please.
start singing names.
I'm gonna let you all take this one because my internet is doing weird things
Okay,
at the
fine.
moment, so you might want to give it a
I
second.
would love to say welcome to our good friend Laura Roberts, Michael Riley, Megan joining us all the way up there in the Philadelphia area, and Kelly Lawrence down in the Miami area. Great to see you. Mary Wells joining us from Baltimore, Maryland-ish. Hello to my mom. Hello to Wendy Sager. Hello to Claire from across the pond. I think my lovely wife was here too somewhere.
Hello to Carlene Rhodes. Carlene Rhodes was the first one to show up here. Carlene is also. I also saw. Let me see here. Megan, you already mentioned. Butch Rosenthal was here.
From Baltimore.
Yes. Barbara Peters. Barbara is all the way from Santa Catarina, from my state. And guess what? She's gonna be meeting Barbara and her husband in 2 days. They're gonna be here in Miami. We're gonna have dinner. Yeah.
Cool.
I
Yes.
thought they were coming here.
Nice.
And now Wendy Seger, you said okay, but
like
they're gonna
Carlos better.
but they're gonna be in Orlando too. Let's plan them to meet you there. Yes.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
that.
Yes. Kelly, Jody Rice is here. Who is Colin? Are you okay already?
Yeah, I think I'm back. I lost internet for a second. I was very far behind for a second.
Anthony
yeah.
Horath is here.
Karen St. Pierre is joining us. She said she was just a few minutes late. We're just glad you're here. Doesn't
Yes.
matter that you're late. Who else do we have on here? Laura
Lisa
Roberts.
Miley.
I don't know if anybody's ever mentioned that.
Jerry,
It's always so
Abel,
hard. You guys
Ellie,
pick all the good ones first.
Ellie,
No, there's a lot of good
Jerry's
ones.
here.
Did you say hi to
Oh.
Caleb? Did you say hi to Caleb?
Mary T.
Hello,
Wells.
hello.
And Kathy, and so many good people. Oh, well, yeah, let's get on with this. We got so much time and so little to do.
Yes, and we're aiming the idea, the objective of doing a 1-hour show now.
You can't say things
Oh.
like that with a Brazilian because he just goes right along with it because he doesn't understand.
I really try. But you know one thing. What I like to ask everybody watching us right now, whatever you're watching from YouTube or from Facebook, please give your thumbs up loud. Press the like, smash the like now, right now, because we really need that. And not only that,
We're begging you.
yeah, we're begging you. No, but no,
Please.
we're
Mostly
really,
Carlos.
we're really begging. What we're really begging is for you to okay, and Barbara is saying the bags are ready. Good.
Oh.
Okay. Well, one thing, buddies. And I was paying attention.
Sorry,
to,
I don't.
I was reading.
Just a dramatic pause.
I
there.
just think- you wanna keep going, buddy?
Yeah. I was paying attention to the
Carousel
to the
gotta
message.
come back around eventually.
But one thing, buddies. Let's be ready here because there's some good things to talk about now in our not the next segment, and so I have to say now is the time.
Oh, now's the best time.
News of the week. There's some news that came up from last night, and a lot of things to talk about that. Actually, when me and Colin, because actually only me and Colin we did the pre-production meeting, but I don't know what to,
As it should be, really.
yeah, and
Well,
what,
if this is terrible, you can blame Jason.
yeah.
That's right, because I wasn't
wasn't
involved
there,
in the
yeah.
planning. If I had been
Exactly.
involved in the
and then and Colin said to me, there's some chances that we're gonna have some news because there's media showings and media's meetings going on right now.
The wingdings.
Yeah, the wingdings. And then yes, it happened. So let's start with the fresh ones, with the fresh news. And the first thing I'd like to bring here is, have you guys saw that the new renderings for Epcot?
I have. They put the building back that they just destroyed.
Not only that, because they destroyed the old one, they destroyed the rendering of the new that was supposed to be elevated, and they brought this one that is flat. Okay, and somehow, guys, it's not that bad, the idea, particularly if you. There is another rendering that shows a little bit more. Okay, but what I like the most is that we're not going to have any issue with the viewings. Okay.
I just want to know. Can you go back? I just want to know whether those birds to the left of the screen. Are those the same birds that you see flying across the television screen in the resort on Resort TV? Are those the same birds?
Yes.
The ones that fly across in the distance. I think they're the same birds.
They were the same birds of
You know how many times I've sat there watching, waiting, like when do the birds come across? When do they start again? And I turn around to do something. I look back. They're there. I missed it. And I sit there for another 10 minutes waiting for the birds to scroll by. I know I'm not the only one who does this.
They use the
I
same
didn't even know
birds
there were
in
birds on that screen.
they use the same birds. They use the same birds in other renderings too, and this is already been pointed out. Disney
Somebody's
birds.
got them in Photoshop somewhere, and they're
Disney
just
birds.
clicking them on.
So, but the good thing is that now we start to have names for the World Celebration buildings. So we're gonna have the the Community Core Hall is the place not only.
Lasers.
Not only you're gonna have concerts, you're gonna have some of the festivals booths there and the congregation of people there, but also you're gonna have Minnie Mickey's meet and greet there also. Okay, and then you're gonna have the Communicore Plaza. So and that's the good thing about this whole idea. And I always like the idea of.
Can you go back to the last picture?
Yes. No, they're not birds there.
No, I'm just wondering what that is.
It is. It's
so
good.
weird looking statue projection thingy would be my guess.
It is something. It is something that is like a even in.
That? What is
It almost looks glass, but it also looks like they're trying to project something on it. 'Cause
yes.
there's like floaty
Lights.
bits, but like I don't know. Maybe it's like a giant version of what Yoda does on the Star Cruiser.
But you can see.
Where's the Walt statue?
It is. I will show it in minutes. Okay,
I was
in
saying,
minutes,
it has
seconds.
been mentioned that it's still there.
Yeah, it is going to be closer to the spaceship Earth. But the good thing is that future world will be. What happened? Is someone?
I don't know.
I'm not here.
That was a horn. That was in a
not here.
neighborhood.
Well,
No.
okay. I hope everything is right there.
What is
Check the window.
happening?
Keep going. It's okay.
Kentucky is a place.
Coming back. He's not coming. If you hear banjos, lock the doors.
I have no idea. No clue what that was.
but buddies, banjos.
It's only in certain parts of the state. It's okay. We're safe from banjos here.
If Burt Reynolds shows up, get the heck out of it.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
All right, well that's it for tonight.
But let's talk about the Community Core Plaza. The good thing is that at least now we're gonna have that place that used to be Future World is going to be a congregation place and not a pass-through place, but people just go walking by. And now we're gonna have something. And the idea is that and Epcot is a park that is so much about people and enjoying that probably I like the idea, but there's something else I have to bring that. Let me see if it's here. Yeah. Oh no, this is another thing. Oh, right here. Actually, it was Selby. Selby sent me that one. Probably someone took a picture from a presentation. Okay, and we can understand a little bit more the layout of things. So, Jason, what you see written there, Dreamer's Point, that's the place you're gonna have Walt's statue. Okay, and on the left side of it, you're gonna have Journey of Water, and on the right side, the Connections Cafe.
Right. Resorted. All that's there. Right.
And the community hall, you're gonna have Mickey and Friends there for the character spot that you used to have before.
That they tore down and rebuilt.
But pay attention that the Community Core Plaza is something that is actually behind goes behind the Community Core Hall.
Yeah.
There's an area inside there, so
It's gonna be lovely for special events.
Yes.
I don't understand why they have an indoor one and an outdoor one. Isn't that theoretically going to be the same thing?
No. No,
Aren't they like viewing locations, like stage type deals?
Yes,
I don't.
yes.
Are you gonna think you're going to see the stuff from there, like the?
I think
I don't know.
My
just figured
question
there
is,
were special like parties and event like
could be a
places like
special
that.
parties,
maybe. Could be.
or could be
They
even
didn't really elaborate, to my understanding.
it could be even some of the festival concerts could be moving to there. That could
God
be,
bless America if that happens. Oh,
that could be interesting. That could
oh
be really
please,
interesting.
dear Jesus, please
Why? What's the problem?
move the concerts
oh,
out
here
of
we
World
go.
Showcase.
There
I
we
can't
go.
take it anymore. I want
You
the
have
ambient
opened up a
sounds of the
soapbox.
countries. That's all. The concerts are fine. Just move them out of World Showcase.
But I think it's a nice idea. I think a nice idea. So it's a big space. It's a big space that it could fit for that kind of thing.
They won't.
I hope. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, and the other thing that came up today, there's some renderings and I always forget his last name, but Zach, not Zach Brown, but Zach, the guy from the Imagineer from Epcot, he was explaining a little bit more about the Journey of Water inspired by Moana.
This looks a lot cooler than the first concept art.
Yes, that's what I'm about to say. And one thing that he said, we're gonna bring a lot of lush. So the idea is that it's gonna be.
You didn't say flush, did you?
No, lush. Okay. It's gonna be lush.
Is like the Bath Bombs place? That's Carlos's favorite thing.
I want it so badly. I'll believe it when I see them trucking the trees in.
Yes. And I would love to see how they're gonna do that because
well, they've done that. I mean, they have a lot of experience bringing trees in to create.
They did it on Oasis, and in Malkino,
but this current iteration of Disney has not done that before. So
there's a lot of concrete around it too.
There's a lot of concrete.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real.
But it would be great. I'd love to see that. We need more. We all know we need more shade in Epcot.
Yes.
And softening up some of those elements are important.
You guys pay attention to the comments.
Think of all the Jason trees.
Yes, that's Valerie. Valerie is saying that.
Yes.
What if they remove your tree and put it in Epcot?
And Kelly's saying loud rock and roll concerts.
As long as they take the plaque with it, it's fine.
Yes, Laura got it. Zach Ridley or Ridley?
I think it's Ridley. Like Ridley Pearson's like the author. I think it's the same name.
Like Ridley's Believe It or Not.
That's Ripley.
Yes.
Okay.
Bad joke.
No, I'm paying attention to the comments.
Okay. What else we got? I'm already bored.
No, I'm paying. No, sorry.
Like most of my conversations with Jason.
I don't want any spoilers.
No, it's not. No, it's not spoilers. No spoiler at all. Right. The thing is that they announced that. The thing is that probably I'm just gonna be able to go to this attraction, probably in 2 years from now, because first of all, they're gonna be adding to. It's going to be for the beginning. It's going to be the virtual queue.
No, I don't like that, but I like the other thing.
It is a virtual queue, okay.
But
there's also individual lightning lane for purchase.
That's right, baby.
We don't know what they're going to cost yet, though.
I don't care.
No, my issue is not that.
I love it.
With that attraction, buddy, we're not gonna get unless we get to we go to a resort. We stay in one night in a resort to get that.
I'm okay with that.
No, I probably would do that, but
because so the virtual queue, I think it should be either or. I think they should do like with Ratatouille. I think you should either do a paid lightning lane or a standby queue, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, and a standby. You do those two things like they do with Ratatouille now. It's a mistake to do the virtual queue and the paid lightning lane because both of those open early for resort guests, and then basically anyone, all property annual pass holders, etc., they're not going to be able to do it.
No.
So
Well, and
I
it
think
also
those should
gets
be.
rid of that portion of people who come in. They're like, "Hey, this is the ride I want to ride." They don't have the option of just waiting as long as they please.
I think you should always pair, if you're going to do a paid lightning lane, then you should pair it with a standby, a regular traditional standby. And if otherwise doing the virtual queue, or doing the Genie, the normal Genie Plus thing makes sense.
Or use it as overflow. Fill the queue and then go to a virtual queue. Give them a chance. Like if you're there early in the morning or something, like.
Yeah. I mean, otherwise it'll be like Slinky Dog all over again for me.
Yeah. And he'll ride it twice and.
But at the same time, I do understand. Resort guests, people who are coming, once, and they're staying on property, and maybe they only come once a year, or maybe they don't even come once a year, maybe they come once every few years. They do need to be able to enjoy these attractions.
The downside is there's still no guarantee this way.
That's the problem, right? They shouldn't have to get up at 7 a.m. to
pay for it.
Basically enter a lottery.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Right?
And hope they get lucky and are able to pay for it and get one, which we've seen Rise goes in how many minutes every morning? Like.
And but
they have
there's
a
no
standby.
guarantee
But they have
that
a
it
standby.
won't break
But
down.
Rise has a standby.
Yeah, they do now, but they didn't.
Yeah.
We saw how that went. And there was hundreds of people who didn't get to ride.
But
Oh gosh, now Dan's up.
Sorry?
Claire woke Dan up. I'm sorry, Dan. I'm sorry.
Okay. But when it comes to Rise, Colin, there was a reason for doing that also, because Rise was such a particular attraction with so many issues in terms of functioning that it still has, that we could understand, but not for this one that probably is, from what everybody is saying, runs so smoothly. So let's see.
Yeah,
What
Kylo
runs
hasn't
smoothly?
worked in, I think, over
Guardians,
a week now.
they say
Something like that, yeah.
Guardians goes. They say that it's a pretty reliable attraction in terms of.
I think it's a pretty simple
downtime.
ride system beyond the effects that are surrounding it.
Yeah.
I don't know if simple be the way I put.
Well, simple from a
Compared to
nuts
Rise.
and bolts, yeah. Compared to it's
And
a more
I-
typical
I-
old school
I can-
attraction with new elements. Yeah,
Electron is simple.
I can hear that Wally is going
Yeah, I don't
totally
know.
nuts with the guy
know.
with your neighbor that was with the horn there. So okay,
No clue.
but nothing will. It's not a spoiler, Jason. But there was a single picture from inside the store,
That's okay.
which called Treasures of Sender. It is, and I like to say one thing that I was talking to Collin yesterday, that was only me and him in that pre-production meeting, and I expressed that to Collin, my buddy Collin. I said, you know one thing, I hate the merchandise.
I
don't like it either.
I don't like it.
I'd rather them sell me that Groot.
It is too colorful. It's too.
You don't like colorful?
No, it's too retro. Give me
It's retro, but it's like fake retro.
Give me the other option too.
Of course, it's fake retro. It's something they actually knew this was going to happen.
Yeah,
in
but
in the 80s.
Like
and
there are
then-
things you can play off of that are in
I
fact
didn't
retro.
like-
This is just
Can you
like
show me an
bright
example
colors.
of something?
Yeah.
Do we have an
have
example?
anything.
The only thing I think the only thing they put out was like a TikTok or a Instagram reel or something like that.
Yes.
That's the only thing they showed.
Yeah, it was a TikTok. Yeah, it was a TikTok. A
You
TikTok.
sound like Kelly Lawrence now. I don't know what that is.
The struggle.
Okay,
Kids are talking.
so let me see which is the next thing here. I want to try to see before. Oh, I know it is. Let's talk about the new Magic Bands, and there are also some things that came up. It is beautiful and
Beautiful.
and
I'll never have one, but it's beautiful.
why?
Because I've gotten so used. The one I love, I still wear my Epcot Center one every once in a while from the anniversary, and because I like it because when you tap in, it goes. You get the little spinny orange thing is reflections of Earth. It's great.
Oh, you.
But otherwise, I use my watch all the time. I use my watch.
I do have one. I do have one that is. It is from Rise of the Resistance, and every time I use inside Disney
Hollywood
Studios,
Studios.
it goes like the lightsaber. It is great.
I like
And
that.
Yeah, I
But
like
here's the thing, though. I don't want. It's slow. It also like the pass holder. It does so. My watch will set off the pass holder thing that does the little like purpley glowy thing.
The phones do that
And
too. Yeah.
The problem is it slows everything down because you're waiting for the green light, and so I have to wait for this little animation to play out. And by the time you multiply that over all the pass holders who come through in a day, it just slows things down too much. Let's just
one
get
thing,
on with it.
the new,
I just don't like wearing the Magic Band.
the new one,
It's all
the
sweaty
new
when
one,
it's hot and it sticks, and I'd rather just have my phone.
the new one entitles you to the new experience. There's things that are going to happen whenever you get close by to one of the Fab 50 statues. And also there is a special game in Galaxy's Edge that you can use the new Magic Band. And some other special games are coming up all over the
I have an
parks.
important question.
Yes.
Will my wand work?
Your what?
No, I don't.
Will my wand work?
No, I don't want to.
Are you sure?
No, I don't want to talk about that.
I don't want to talk about Jason's wand.
Yeah.
My wand.
No.
The one from Great Wolf Lodge.
Not the Harry Potter one.
No, not Harry Potter. The
You
Great
didn't
Wolf
get a
Lodge
glorified stick at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
You've never done the Great Wolf Lodge wand thing?
No. I've only been to Great Wolf Lodge once, and it was like 10 years ago.
If you're hearing the commotion here, it is just to tell everybody's safe here. Is that Maria just got back?
Are you guys sure you want to keep doing the show? You seem like both of you have other things you need to be doing.
No, because there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of noise. Sorry. No, it's a lot of noise here. Okay, and then there was the MetaQuest virtual reality experience, the one that is started in that huge.
Can you say that again?
Huge space in Disney Springs, the one that was called the NBA experience. Now is the
virtual reality.
Virtual reality experience.
Yeah, the whole meta thing irritates me, but other than that, I'm happy that they're doing something like this.
But I really love that.
We did talk about
They're
using
probably
the space
paying for
for
the
virtual
building.
reality. Remember?
Yes, remember we talk about that's why I would love to see something like the Void there again.
This is nothing like that. I mean, this is
not even close to the Void. Okay, but if they get that idea now,
But
that
it's free.
place. And it's Wally likes.
Yeah, I don't know what his deal is right now.
I know where they could find some virtual reality videos that they could maybe, they want to
But
saying.
But you know one thing, what I really like is that they are rethinking the space to using that virtual thing, and the virtual games and virtual. If they do that, if they bring something close to the Void, I don't know what happened with that company and Disney, but if they can get something like that done in that space, would be great. I'm a huge fan of that experience. Colin?
I just muted myself because the dog's still losing his mind. But no, I mean, it's a clever idea. I like the fact that they're letting people kind of play with the idea of VR without charging them to do so, where the Void was kind of a high dollar thing. So it's kind of an entry level thing to get people excited about it, which I think is what it'll take for a lot of people before they'll purchase one.
Yeah, Lisa said that the Void was fun. It was really fun. I had
Boy, it was great.
it was an amazing experience for me I was supposed to be a stormtrooper, but it was me and Pedro. By that time, Pedro was little Pedro. So when I put the whole thing in and dressed the whole thing in the helmet, and I looked to my hands and I saw the hands of a stormtrooper. Then I looked to my side, there was a little stormtrooper. It was Pedro.
Yeah.
The
best. That's the best.
Amazing. Okay, so let's go to the other news that I have here. Have you seen that? Beautiful. It's Alaska Airlines there now with a special Star Wars Galaxy's Edge painting for their
How fast can you
flights.
get to Alaska on light speed?
Well, they fly other places.
But yeah, they're doing on a special one for Galaxy's Edge and Disneyland. I don't know why just Disneyland, but
I thought they already had one. Well, because it's the California routes, but I thought they had some of these already.
no.
Isn't it a little late to be promoting Galaxy's Edge? I mean, I don't.
There was nothing special, and actually
They did something with Southwest or something, didn't they recently?
Yes.
That was for the 50th, I think.
They did one with Azul with Tom with a Brazilian one. We show here in the news too. They did one with Mickey.
They like
Hawaiian Airlines had a Moana motif going for a while, but it was cool because they carried it into the inside of the plane too, and that was nice. Yeah, you have to, because I don't understand. It's like these people who do all this work on their cars and they do these like fancy things, the fancy trim and lighting and all these things, and get the nice looking rims and stuff. You can't see it if you're inside the car. Fix up the inside of the car if you really want to enjoy it.
Hello to our buddy Neil Metcalf. Coffee is here. Hi, hello, buddy. And the last piece of news that I have here, it would not apply to everybody, but you could, and I'm not doing any kind of promotion about the service, but there's something interesting here. It is Disney Visa card members can enjoy special savings for Alani from 30 to 35%. That is not a bad deal.
It's a pretty good discount.
Yes, and for nights from ranging up from August 23 to November 18th. And also from November 26th to December 22.
Okay, to put it into context, I mean, we're saying it's a good deal because it's 30% off, right? But you got to remember it's 30% off of a very large number.
So
it's not a cheap resort.
No. I mean, it's the best resort Disney has, period. Okay.
Granted, it's still cheaper than like a high-end room.
But one thing,
right now.
If it's a huge number and it's 35%, it is a
30.
So
it's a big
30,
number off. Yeah,
it's a big number too.
It's worth. If you guys are
I'm really interested. You help.
Alani, you should go. Everybody should try Alani if they can make it happen. Everyone should figure out a way to make it happen. At least for a few days, because you can go and just stay a couple nights, 2 or 3 nights, and then stay somewhere much more affordable if you're on the island. You don't need to spend all the time there. You don't.
I never been to Hawaii. I don't.
And we should go together.
Yeah,
went for a honeymoon. They got a good rate. I was shocked.
Oh, you know when we can go there?
You
know when we can go there?
When?
On our way to Japan.
Oh.
Japan.
Yeah, but someone needs to get someone.
Big in Japan.
Yes, tonight, big in Japan. You're right, big in Japan. You used to be so blue. Big in Japan.
All right. Hey, then I'll
for tonight.
Be by your side.
Big in Japan. And Collin doesn't. One thing, buddy.
I agree with you. This is never going to be an hour-long show.
But the Big in Japan thing is, we need to have someone named Charlie getting his passport.
Charlie.
Yeah.
You can leave me in Hawaii if we're going that far around there.
Let's go to Candy Mountain, Charlie.
Oh, Clarice already remembers there's never going to be a 1 hour long show. Yeah. Okay, so that was the last piece of news. Mm-hmm. That's right, Collin Kendall. Charlie Kendall. Mm-hmm. I'd like to just say one thing to you, buddy. Now is the time.
Now is the best time.
And from the home office in Windermere, Orlando, we're bringing our top 10 list. And the top 10 list tonight is going to be actually the only thing that we're going to do about Cinco de Mayo. I don't know, we brought out the theme because it is Cinco de Mayo. But the only thing about Cinco de Mayo is going to be our top 10 list, because our topic tonight is the top 10 reasons we love Cinco de Mayo.
Mm-hmm. Who's going first?
I don't know. You guys know the list.
Doesn't matter to me.
Doesn't matter to you.
I don't remember the order of the list, so go ahead.
So let's do. Why don't we do Collin, Jason?
Alrighty.
Are you guys ready?
As I'll ever be.
So here are the top 10 reasons we love Cinco de Mayo. Number 10.
May the 5th be with tacos.
What? Oh, we got sound effects. That's good.
Bringing back a classic.
Number 9.
You get to channel your inner Pee Wee Herman and dance to tequila. Just stay off the bar. Tequila.
Let me put a little bit more of
Song.
Tequila.
And number 8.
It's an opportunity to teach Northerners that South Carolina isn't in Mexico. We should have had Jason read that one.
Number 7.
Everyone looks great in a sombrero, especially in the low light pavilion.
Number 6.
Boomers finally stopped sharing May the 4th be with you memes featuring characters they don't know.
Whoa, what's up?
Wow.
Number 5.
It's not your average holiday.
So we get a baseball game all of a sudden?
Holiday!
Number 4.
If you ask for Obi-Wan at Rose and Crown, you'll get a shot of rum chata and a pint of Guinness.
Number 3.
Beaches and Cream fills the kitchen sink with a whole can of mayo.
Oh, gross.
Get it?
Number 2.
It's the one day each year that we get to meet one of our favorite Disney princesses, Taco Bell.
And the number 1 of the top 10 reasons we loved Cinco de Mayo is...
Buzz in Spanish mode.
I'm definitely... I miss
More
one.
so than he was already.
I miss one.
What?
You edited out one.
Huh?
I don't know. I don't remember. We edited a lot.
Yeah,
That's what we do.
No, there was one about the tango.
Oh, I know. That's on the cutting room floor.
Okay.
Peter Mano would appreciate it. That's about it. I'm not gonna.
I didn't saw Peter today here. I'm missing Peter. Yeah.
He'll show up later at
Yeah.
some point. It's fine.
One thing.
Yeah.
That was a nice. I love top tens. I always say to you guys that I
We
love
got 22 minutes.
Yes. Oh, really? Yeah. So let's go to. And we're bringing back a segment that's been a while that we don't do that, and I love that.
Yeah.
So, buddies, now is the time.
Now is the time to take on me.
Take
Yeah.
on me.
I was say, here comes another bad song. Yeah.
Okay.
You know one thing. That what is the story behind that song? We have to tell them
Oh gosh.
Oh,
Because-
boy, we're waiting.
because
One at a time.
touch me. In
Be careful what you wish for.
the touch me in Norwegian, in the Norwegian language, if you translate it literally, is take on me. So the idea doesn't make any sense. Take on me because the idea, Okay,
All right.
so now is the time.
No, it's fine.
I'm pretty sure they got that.
Buddies, so let's bring out the F factor. The F factor is actually, it is our rating system, and it's not democratic at all. it's Jason, Collin, and Carlos deciding on to rate Disney experiences, Disney services, Disney's things. And the idea now today is that we're gonna be rating are the restaurants in Disney resorts at the Disney resort. So we had 27. There was 27. We're gonna have to
Well,
rush.
2 of them are completely. None of us had been
You got
to.
15 seconds per.
It was supposed to be 28 because for some reason the Disney list is not including Victoria and Albert's, but we were not. Okay, but
I've not experienced it anyway, so I don't know.
I already
Not
experienced
either.
it about a long time ago. I already went 3 times there. But
That's a
long-
caveat for me on a lot of these. Some of these
You
were
don't
a
have to
long
rub it
time
in.
ago, but I'll say which
Yes,
ones.
yes. Okay, so remember that we're gonna have a rating that when it goes from from 0 to 24 is avoid, from 25 to 39 is skippable, 40 to 49 mediocre. But we're gonna be mostly going to be seeing on the good, very good, outstanding, and classic region. Okay, so let's go to the first one. We're talking about Olivia's Cafe in the Disney Old Key West. Let's see how it was rated.
I think like the first 3 of these I've never been to.
I like Olivia. Olivia is okay. It's not an event, but if you need to go there or get a place, it works fine. I like Olivia.
You
Everybody
won't
says
starve
the
there.
breakfast is much better than the other meals, but I don't know how true it is. I can't vouch for that. But
That's one thing that it's cultural for me, and totally cultural. And it's hard to rate for the breakfast experience. For me, it's
Really?
Because they already get dinged for me having to get up early
dinner.
enough to have a
Dinner.
He's already
It is
disappointed
lunch
before
or
he gets
dinner.
started.
Lunch and mainly dinner. Mainly dinner.
It's hard to impress me for breakfast. Really, it is.
Yeah.
It really. I mean,
I'm not a big breakfast person, but on vacation I will be sometimes.
Yeah, you're right. Could be that. And that's probably one of them that of those options that I've rated because of the breakfast. So the second one is Boat Rice Dining Hall in the Disney Sport Orleans Riverside.
I've not done this.
I done this.
I actually tried to do this one and ended up canceling it.
Carlos says
I
I've done it
wasn't
and I won't
impressed.
do it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what happened? It was me and Pedro.
Uh-huh.
It was so awful. It was so awful that the manager came to me and said, "Sir, we cannot charge you anything because it was an awful experience." Okay.
At least it was a free awful
Look,
experience.
look who show up here, our buddy Jeff. Hey, buddy, I miss you, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know. Texas.
I don't know. Now he likes breakfast, so we'll have to. Yeah.
Crazy.
No, but I
Because,
will mention on this one. I did talk to somebody just this week that ate there this week and said they did have a good experience. So at some point, it may be worth a revisit.
Never done Turf Club.
Whoa.
Haven't either. None of us
done
have.
Turf Club. All right, moving along.
I've walked through here. I don't know how many
Okay,
times.
so
and
actually,
I've
now
never eaten
that
it.
we have to do this. This
Yeah, we
has
have.
gotta be-
I've heard it's a good meal too. They're supposed to have great food. It's just kind of tucked
It's so
away.
far away. I gotta go all the way over to Saratoga Springs and
We
and,
cover
We do
breakfast.
this on the same day when we play golf.
We
It's
cover
right above the clubhouse.
we cover breakfast with gravy in Texas. Good.
All right.
Makes
So-
anything better.
Sebastian's Bistro.
This is another one I haven't done because I can't.
It is.
get
It is. And I like it. I like it.
I've tried.
It's a beautiful space.
Who
I
wants to
did
go
buy
with
it.
me?
I've never eaten it.
Who's gonna
It's,
go with
I like it.
somebody-
It's also one of those places that you're not like it's not an event, but it works fine if with no much planning. You go there, you're gonna be surprised.
You know what's
And this
the
is
best
kind of
part
a
about going
family
there?
style esque
Best-
meal, isn't it?
Best part about going to Sebastian's is going to the Caribbean Beach Resort lobby, and it smells like vacation.
It does. Kind of smells like the beach.
Well,
Okay.
Trails and Disney's Fort Wilderness. It
All right, I have a little bit to say about this one because I actually ate here less than 4 weeks ago, something like that. It has changed quite a bit from what it used to be. They have not brought the buffet back. They had gone to a meal at one point where you had to order at the window. That's completely gone now. Well, you can still do that, but it's not the same as it once was. But now this is a very similar meal to something you'd see at the Canyon Skillet at Whispering Canyon at Wilderness Lodge. There's pulled pork, there's brisket, there's potatoes, there's oh gosh, what else is on that? There's a few other things on it and all of it's pretty good. And they bring you a salad to start out with that is some kind of bacon dressing. It's really quite good. And then they bring desserts, which is actually included in this meal where it used to be a buffet. They actually included the desserts in the family style setup. And they'll bring you stuff that's not even on the menu, which is kind of cool. Like if you ask for macaroni and cheese, if they have it in the kitchen, they'll bring it to you. Just any number of things. If it's on any menu that they have. I don't know. If you ask nice enough, maybe if they have it in the kitchen.
Do you have any bazooka bubble gum?
There you go. They'll go get it from the general store across the way. But no, I mean within reason. If it's on the menu or it's on the kids menu, they'll let you have it. The desserts are excellent. The little mason jar desserts. There's a banana flavored one, a strawberry flavored one, and a chocolate s'mores flavored one. And they'll bring you as many of those as you want to. I ate 3 of them. but at the same time, it's a fun experience. The staff has kind of come back. It's better than it was probably when it was right before it closed for all the COVID-related reasons. But it's a pretty good experience. I wouldn't say it's better than Whispering Canyon, but it's probably in the same realm.
And my experience in Trails End, the most recent one was during COVID with no table service, but it was great. Mm-hmm. The food is great. A lot of food. A lot of food. Yeah.
And the buffet was great when it was when they had the fried chicken and stuff. So hopefully that comes back at some point.
I love the fried chicken there. It's great.
We'll see what happens. When,
it's not as good as the chef's Art Smith's, but it's amazing.
No, but you can eat all you want of it.
Yep. Okay, let's go to the other one. It is.
This one is hard because this for me it's fallen from a very high place.
But you know one thing that I have to comment here. It is that
my score used to be for this. I mean, this was in the 90s for me.
You know, but the main thing that surprised me is to see that. Think about Flying Fish as a restaurant for the hotel, for the resort, Disney's Boardwalk Inn, and we think about Disney's Boardwalk as a place as itself, but it's actually the whole structure for that hotel. So the score was the one that gave the.
When's the last? You're still going off of your last experience there, which I understand.
I've only been here once. Yeah,
and the last experience was with you, buddy.
I know, it was
same actually,
and it was night and day compared to my. And I need to go back. I wanted to give them a couple of months before let them.
And it was amazing. Out. We had the steak, the tomahawk steak. It's amazing. Yeah. They only cannot match the tomahawk steak at one bar George. George Wine Bar
because they never have it when we're there, and that's why I downgraded my score for Wine Bar George too, because it's in. We're not talking about Wine Bar George. We're talking about Whispering Canyon.
Yes, and Whispering Canyon the rating was 79, and actually the one that gave a lower that was me and Collin were in the same range, but Jason was not so happy with that. What happened, Jason?
Yeah, it changed over time. The menu has changed quite dramatically. It's just
not what it used to be.
It
used to be one of my favorite places.
I have to be fair to one thing. That my rating is based in a really old experience.
Yeah.
And
look, I think it's also
this was a go-to.
I think it's also important for me to point out. We even with the lower scores for some of these, we do not write. At least I don't write any of these places off. I will go back. We'll try them again and again. And that's why we do revise these too, because the experience does evolve and change over time. So anytime anyone's telling you about their experience, just remember it's a snapshot in time. Mm-hmm. It's just you have to, and then
this stuff's changing monthly right now.
Yeah, you have to think about whose taste do I usually kind of align with, and then use that to help gauge whether you want to try something out or not too.
Let's go.
And I will say the staff has changed here a lot in the last 5 years too, where it used to be very consistent. You'd see the same people over and over again. That is not really the case anymore. There are some that have been there a very long time, but as with anything in the last few years, you'll see some things different than you did once before.
Let's go to the next one. We have to move. Kona Cafe. Oh, and Jason, can you see there in the right that the table that we have, and it's so good when you go to, yes, the booth there. We had amazing lunch there.
I've had many great lunches there because the conversation was great. I've just not ever been wowed by
the
Kona.
food?
I go back. I keep going back. I will keep going back. It's one of my favorite resorts. I want to love this menu. The menu on paper looks amazing, and then in
and
execution,
they keep changing
it's just
it.
not
Like
You know,
the menu changes like every year.
expensive
I was pretty happy that I don't know. It was a little bit much by that surprise.
For my money,
I was surprised.
Go over to Tambu.
Mm-hmm.
Get some
Oh.
ribs over there. Get some of the
Or
dumplings.
even
go
Captain
down
Cook's
to
is
Trader
I'd rather eat
Sam's.
there.
Go to Captain Cook's, get the bowl. The
It's
bowls
really
they have
good.
there. The bowls
Yeah.
are amazing. Oh,
It's great.
giant.
And it's a lot
more.
cheaper.
Let's go to the next one. Is Cape May Cafe in Disney Beach Club Resort.
This is one I've only done a couple of times, and
Where-
it hasn't been post COVID, but it's
It was
it's
lovely.
worse.
It was.
Nice. Yeah, I think it's actually a good value. It's not cheap, but you get a lot of food. At least you did.
Well, you used to. That's the
pre-pandemic.
kicker on it for me. I've been post everything, and I've been breakfast, and I've been dinner, and after they pulled the crab legs from this menu, a lot of things have changed in this restaurant,
Oh, okay.
in
Well,
a
then,
not so
yeah.
great
No, I
way.
wasn't expecting
and the
that.
price,
I was
the
thinking
price
about-
doesn't change.
I was expecting the
so
crab
the
legs.
prices remain the same. You're getting less for the same amount. It's a great experience. The cast is good. The atmosphere is excellent. It's a lot of fun. It's hard to recommend right now at the price point that it's at, especially if you want to add the crab legs on top of it because they're at market price. But don't go into it expecting what you used to, or you'll be a little disappointed because it used to be. This would be in the 90s for me before.
Yeah, I thought so.
Now it is not so much. It's
Regina
not
says
bad,
the
but it's
the
not.
breakfast buffet has a great.
Is our next one
variety.
Ale and Compass on here?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I mentioned this for a reason. So I've been to Cape May's breakfast. The current Ale and Compass breakfast is better than Cape May's,
Yeah.
and it's a lot cheaper. But it's
I'm not
night and
impressed.
day difference.
I've
No,
been there.
I've been there with Jason for breakfast.
I've
I
never
used to
eaten
love
dinner.
going. I used to love lunch here, and I would eat in the lounge as well a couple of times. Actually, probably 4 times I've eaten in the lounge. It's the same menu. My experience just hasn't been great here recently. I was there as recently as last weekend, this past weekend.
And it's transitioned a few times, I think, because there
the-
was
the
a
crab
brunch
cake-
and the
these-
lunch
these-
went away.
There was a
And
time
now I
where
think
they
it's just
had
breakfast and dinner.
there was a time where they had the best crab cakes on property.
Oh, really?
And I know it's saying look, I'm from Baltimore. Hey, take it for what it is. But there was the best crab cakes on property. But now, not only are they not that tasty, but they're tiny. I would call them like little silver dollar crab cakes. They call them jumbo lump crab cakes on the menu. There's nothing jumbo about this other than the price. Just avoid.
They used to have a
don't-
really good dark
Just don't
chocolate
go.
waffle for
If you want to go to a
breakfast.
place, go to the steakhouse. Go to the steakhouse.
Yachtsman?
That's on. Yeah, it's on our list, right? I mean, is it next? Is go to Yachtsman. Oh, stop it, Jeff. Keep going. That's it.
Let's go.
calling it like it is.
Let's go to the next one. The next one is
Oh,
1900.
why is Yachtsman on here?
Sorry.
It is. It's further down.
Oh, okay.
So a 1900 Park Fair in Disney Grand Floridian, and
I haven't done this since 1996,
really,
so I can't. I cannot rate this.
It's not been that long for me, but it's probably been like 2004. Like
But-
it's been a long time.
but one of the reasons that I love this place is because of Big Bertha.
Who?
The what?
Big Bertha.
Big Bertha?
What the heck
Big
is that?
Bertha. You guys don't know?
Big
Well,
Bird?
that was a Callaway driver in the 90s.
Big Bertha.
like from Sesame Street?
No, from
I have no idea
1900
what he's
Park.
talking about.
Oh, so I have a video to show you. It is lovely. It is the organ that they
Is that
have.
in there?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
It is. It's right here. You can see it. It's in that in the wall there, back in the back, and it go and it's the original.
Yes, thank you, Mary. It's a calliope.
It's the original one. It's the original one from France, And
It's not open yet either, right? It still hasn't
No, it's not
reopened.
open. No, it didn't reopen. But I will go there.
Sure.
I will go there only for the Big Bertha. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Wow.
This used to be a character meal, though, didn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
And there was also one that was later in the afternoon with Cinderella. They do the
maybe
valse.
Okay.
The valse.
I did
Yeah,
this
Mary
for
Poppins,
breakfast
I
years
remember.
ago, and it was okay, but so
Yeah,
take my review with a grain of salt.
Regina is remembering his best breakfast with the Mad Hatter. There was also
All had
Alice.
different
Yeah.
experiences.
Yeah, no, there were yes, there were different. There was a sequence of different characters going there. For breakfast, for lunch, for later on the afternoon, and for dinner. There was
I
different.
do remember it's a nice space. Like
Yeah,
the
it's a beautiful
atmosphere is very nice.
Stan is saying I only ate in 1900 Park Fair once, and one of the worst characters we ever had.
Why'd you have to pick that comment?
I mean, but I
It's-
kind of
it's
like these kinds
authentic,
of
though.
things. It's
Thanks,
good to
Tim.
hear these. I like it when there's a variety of opinions because I mean, like we have to try it again. We got to go back.
Yes,
and try it.
yes,
Once it
yes.
opens,
It's
we'll
one
have-
I
we'll-
would try again too. I'd like
we'll
to
get
do the
back
dinner
there.
at some point. Yeah.
But I my reason for my score is mainly because of Bertha than anything else. So let's go to the next one. The next one is Steakhouse 71.
Yeah, I was so shocked by your score on this. Shocked.
But you know one thing,
Mine
buddy?
or his?
Shocked. His. I was shocked. I felt I was crestfallen and felt
I was plenty
Really?
why. I was plenty why. The only good thing about that dinner,
Don't.
it was you being there with me, okay.
I am
But I have something about that space, the lack of windows or something like that, and we were not lucky. We were not lucky with
we
this.
didn't have the cast member we
Yeah.
had working with was not it's actually
The
not
food
very
was
good at all.
the food was great. The food was great. Yes, I have.
And the cast member experience is almost universally fantastic there, especially if you ask for one of our friends. But it is just a great experience all around.
Yeah,
I mean,
I enjoyed the
wait. So
lunch.
Megan says she's shocked that my score isn't higher. So I got to tell you, Megan, it's because look, a 90 is a classic. 90 is classic. That means from where I sit, if it's a classic, that means you must try this. Okay. Well, the reason I give it a 90 is this: it is meal dependent. Like I've been there for breakfast. I've been there for lunch many times. I've had every single thing on the lunch menu. Right? I've been there for breakfast. I've been there for lunch. I've been there for dinner. A couple times each. Okay. Lunch is amazing. Lunch is the go-to meal at Steakhouse 71. Dinner is fine. You will have a very different experience. So for me, it's almost like an averaging out of the scores. But if you're going to go one time, go for lunch. Please go for lunch.
And there's a part of this one that we can't overlook too, and it's the fact that if you're going to rank something in the high 90s, it has to be a full experience. It can't just be, hey, the food's great, in my opinion, because like this, while the food is good and it is very good at lunch, and it's probably one of your best lunch options. If you're in Magic Kingdom and you just want to step out of the parks and get a lunch in that area, it's probably your top option. But some of these other restaurants that we're going to mention are going to have a much better experience and a much better like wow factor, where this is kind of a simple restaurant, but the food's great. At the end of the day, that's what it is. What it is, you can only rank it so high. At least I could only rank it so high.
I'm just showing everybody here because I was I was paying attention to our streaming in our website.
If you're going to go to Steakhouse 71, if you're going for breakfast or lunch, you just ask if Tim is working there. Just make sure you do that.
Okay, but just for people to know, there's our website that you can watch our streaming there too.
Working?
It is working.
Now they're gonna all leave.
No, there's beautiful. It's beautiful. You can watch our streaming from After Hours Talkshow.com.
A new tab, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's go to the next one.
Okay.
Trattoria al Forno, another one from the Disney's Boardwalk Inn, and that place.
I've done this one.
That place has something because it's good, but it was already been so many different stuff there. You have Cat Chorus,
Yeah.
Cat Chorus. Yeah, but the new rent, the actual redemption is good. I like it. It is
Solid. It's solid. There's
Yeah.
almost always an ADR available. It is consistent. The
Good
service
service.
is
Yeah.
fast and friendly. It shares a bathroom with Abracadabra, so you can also get it like before dinner cocktail over there if you want. Just don't try to do any recording over there like Carlos did that one time. It's
trouble.
breakfast is actually good. I'm actually having breakfast here soon. So yes, I do occasionally, when I am inspired to, I do have breakfast with people sometimes, but it's rare. I think there's a full.
Didn't this used to be like Spoodles or something years ago?
Yeah, Spoodles.
I love-
Yep.
yeah,
And
it
then
wa-
Cat Cora.
Cat Cora, and then this
This
one.
is it, it's good.
And the steak there, there's a steak there that is really good. There's really good. Okay, let's go to the other. Next one is a Grand Floridian Cafe in the Disney Grand Floridian. The score was 77, and we were in the same range. It is not bad, but it's not.
Colin, are you jiggity on your end, Colin?
Yep.
No.
What?
Yes, I think Colin and I got a little jiggity there for a bit.
Okay, no.
Yeah, I think I still am to an extent.
No.
I'm a little behind for some reason.
So Grand Floridian Cafe is, and this actually surprised me that I gave it a 75 because I go to Grand Floridian Cafe pretty frequently. It's a pretty frequent go-to, especially for lunch, but also for dinners. It's solid. It's predictable. It's not amazing, but it's worth choosing, and it's not going to disappoint you.
Mm-hmm.
This would be my second choice for lunch behind Steakhouse 71 on probably Seven Seas Lagoon. If you need something quick, reasonably quick, I should say, for table service and a good meal, it's hard to go wrong.
I total agreement there.
So, let's say just
don't put lobster on his burger because that's what you have to order here.
Put it next to it.
No, I love the idea. I love the idea.
Next to it. Yeah.
Let's say hi to Fabiana, all the way from Florianopolis, Brazil, from my hometown. Let's see here. The next one is this one, and
I've stepped foot in this place, but
yes,
it's been years.
No.
None of us.
It's
no,
been
no. The point,
years.
the point is the following. This used to be one of my favorite restaurants in the complex.
The old Artist Point.
Yeah, the old one. And then they did that freaky thing that I don't like. That it used to be.
Well, it's expensive too. To clarify,
it was
for people, what is that even called? It's like
was
the
an amazing.
Seven
It was an amazing.
Perfect dining.
storybook. Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
I don't like that.
And it's a prefix meal of some sort. It's multi-course, but a lot of it's kind of odd. But I've heard good things about it, but it's really hard to get in. It's really expensive, so I've never taken the time to do it.
Because we're gonna discuss about those bringing IP to some places. That sometimes is strange, but they do it in the right way. But the Snow White to the Wilderness Lodge. I don't like that.
Yeah, and the kicker on this is you can go to you can go to California Grill for basically the same price.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna book an experience for an evening, I mean,
We've been known to do that.
yeah, we have. Is that the next one on the list, Carlos? I was trying really hard for that transition.
No, the
not.
next.
You got close. You got close, Colin.
And
It
then
was close.
it is
I
in
knew it was
content-
somewhere close.
So we're talking about Chef Mickey's. My last experience was really good, but it's a long time ago.
Me too. It's been so. I actually chose not to rate it because it's been 10 years since I've eaten there.
I've done this many times over the years. They did a brunch, they did a breakfast, they did a dinner. I've done every meal, and every time I've walked away saying that was a lot for what that was. I'd rather go to the current version of Crystal Palace now that they have the buffet back or something like that. If you're in the area and you want a character meal, it's probably a better character meal. Now, it is classic. Go once if you've never been, because it is in the contemporary and the experience is fun. But honestly, there are far better uses of food and doing different things. Like it's okay. That is where I'd put it as far as the
I feel like we need to try
food
it, though,
and experience goes.
Yeah.
If you all haven't done it in a very long time, it's worth doing again. It's just one I'm not going to do it every time I visit. Like,
if you're not eating eggs and things, is it still worth doing it?
wait, you don't eat eggs? No, probably not. Because there's a lot of items on that menu that feature eggs
And
like
sausage.
even
And
like
I
the
love
breakfast
I
pizzas
love that.
and
So
stuff.
that's
like
the,
you'd
and
struggle.
that's why when I rate Chef Mickey is the only one that I rate because of breakfast, and I had an amazing breakfast there. That's why I'm thinking about it. I
The
don't ever be
characters
there
are a
to
lot of
dinner.
fun there. I will give them that. They have
Yeah.
great character interactions, and I think they are back if I recall
Yes.
correctly. But if your kids really like character or you like characters, this is a decent option. Just like Garden Grill or something like that is probably in the same
Never
realm.
eaten at Garden Grill. Never.
Yeah, you need to try that one. Garden Grill's worth.
I
worth
think we
trying
need,
just once.
and we need
It's
to
a
do
fun
that one.
experience.
It's the funnest. And
Maybe we should go with Kelly Lawrence. She likes to spin.
There you go. Slowly.
beaches and cream.
Yeah, this is just almost funny that it's even on the list. Is a table service. It's fine.
Yeah,
I'm at this one for the dessert more than I am the food.
course
Yes,
I have a
you
decent
are.
burger.
Yeah, of course you are.
Like,
Yeah, who isn't?
I mean, it's fun and I definitely highly recommend it if you need someplace to get dessert. But it's really hard to get in right now.
not as,
with
yeah,
reservations
it's not as
and
hard as
stuff,
it
too.
used to be. It's not as
Really,
hard as it
it's gotten better then.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Not as hard as it-
maybe
still
it's a
difficult.
lot of fun. It's a whole lot
And
of
the
fun,
takeout
especially if you're
window's
going
back
for
open.
dessert. Like, oh, is it?
So
That's a
it's-
nice
yeah.
option if you want to get the dessert without having to actually
Especially
make
like
a
a
dining
milkshake or
reservation.
something, and then
Yeah.
walk around.
They have great ice cream. Food's
That's one of the best things you can do if you're
decent,
at Crescent
yeah.
Lake in the evening after dark, or
Yeah.
even sunset or after dark. You go to that takeout window, you get some ice cream or get a milkshake or you get an adult milkshake, and you take that and you just walk around Crescent Lake. Oh,
Well,
sit on
worth
really?
noting,
Good idea.
You can get a lot of the same Sunday formulations at the new Boardwalk ice cream location too now. I didn't figure that out the last time I stayed there.
Oh, really?
Which is nice. Yeah, it's a very similar menu now that
I
Disney's
feel like we
taken
should
it
do
over.
a tasting.
You should
No,
compare them. Because they even have the same names. They're just in different jars and stuff.
But if I remember well,
could be
there
really
was
interesting.
Beach and Cream was already in one of our top 3 because of the burger.
Not me.
Yeah, it's a good burger. It's
Yeah,
not like
yeah.
best on property, but it's good.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it was a Collin's pick.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one. Jachman Steakhouse. I love
Yes.
this place.
I
this
love this place.
I love this place.
I got to get back.
Beautiful, but I've never been.
And I was
Now-
there recently. I was there with Candida and
Notice I
Pedro.
didn't call it a
was
classic. It's not a must do. It's not like, oh, you get this one trip to Walt Disney World and once in a long time you got to do this. It's not that good, but it's good. So if you're going to go with Steakhouse, I actually picked this over Shula's. I'm sorry.
Oh,
It's more
yeah.
fun than Chula's.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The,
but-
the cast members have been there forever. They're like they came with the walls. The cast members like they know the tables, whether this one needs a little propping up or not. They know that it's
The last time I was there it was like 3 weeks ago, and the cast member came and said, "How long have you been working here?" And he said, "I'm a rookie." Oh, really? Yeah, only for 15 years.
Only.
Yeah, only for 15 years. So it's they're
flew
great.
past, though.
They're great. They're always great. It is.
and the steaks are great.
the steak-
And yeah, it's all.
It's a
all
beautiful
great.
restaurant. I can't comment on the food, obviously, but I've
This
walked
is one
by
of my
this many
cheat
a
restaurants.
times. Yeah.
They have their own butcher's teams. They have the butcher on house to
Yeah.
go.
It's not that hard to get a reservation either, which is nice.
Yes, it's definitely worth doing.
Yes, Wendy, they're really good. They're really good. Okay, let's go to the next one. Is Sana?
Oh, I was just there. How I still love you, Sana.
Still have
I
not done
still
this.
love-
I never been there to that one. So
What
Nope.
is wrong
Yeah,
with you
if
people?
only somebody would take us.
Why? What is happening? That doesn't make any sense. What is wrong? Stop what you're doing and just go to Sanaa. Like right now, go. If you haven't had the bread service at Sanaa, you have not eaten the properly on property. You've got to go to Sanaa. You've got to get bread service. Go for lunch. Go for dinner. Whatever. But you can go for you can go to the lounge at night and get the bread service.
no, but I have
Lovely.
to. I never
the
been there.
soup is good there. They have the tandoori things are really
Yeah.
good there. They had the fish. I had the fish. Everything's good there. Everything's good there. Jeff will go with me when he comes to town. We'll go.
Okay, good. Thank
End
you.
of May. We'll
Yeah.
go. Bread service.
Sananana.
Wow.
But that reminds me one thing that I forgot to mention in the beginning of the show. There was a birthday boy on last Monday, so I sent message, but let me do it publicly. Happy birthday to Jason Canapp.
Thank you very much.
He's catching up with Carlos.
Yeah. I'm moving. I wish I was.
And it was Pedro's birthday too.
Yeah, it was Pedro's birthday, and today
Marcus Val's birthday.
is Marcus Val's birthday. Happy birthday to Marcos! Yes.
And tomorrow is Lisa Milam's birthday.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Good.
It's a big week.
He says important week. Okay, let's go to the next one. Cholido at Disney's Coronado Springs.
I love this place.
We were not so far behind.
I'm saying I love it, and my score is an 80. So you may feel like, what? Wait, I don't understand. It's not as good as it used to be. It's not as good as it used to be. Before the closing, it was amazing.
And
now
it's probably been 2 years, 3 years almost since I've been here.
Yeah. I've had many meals here. I've had at least 2, maybe 3 since it reopened. I need to go back because I've heard actually that things have gotten even better since I was there last. And
actually, we ate there together, didn't we?
We did. We had a meal. That was pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
We had a meal.
Yeah.
And it's an amazing.
They have a great fillet.
Price
and their
point's
desserts
really
are excellent.
The price point's good. It's just that what I don't like.
It's a beautiful place. Yeah.
I downscaled it because the menu has changed pretty dramatically. The presentation and even the way certain dishes are prepared, like the octopus, is not prepared the same way. It's still good. It's just not as good as it used to be. So the score took a little bit of a hit.
Be prepared for a long meal too.
Yeah, it's slow. It is slow.
It's slow, yeah. But it was really good.
But that allows you to have a nice cocktail over Dahlia beforehand, and then you can come over and have a long sort of languorous.
And there are tapas options, so it's kind of designed that way. So
the next one will be Narcoosseous. That is still work, but it pretty soon will be under lengthy refurbish. The score was 79. So basically, me and Jason gave the same score. I like this place.
I think I've eaten here, but if so, it's been years ago.
It is a beautiful setting because you're at the shores and you're at the Seven Seas Lagoons with an amazing view. I think it's good that they're doing the refurbish because the place inside needs a refurbish. And the food is great. The food is good. It's not.
The service is great. Cast members are great.
Yeah, cast members are great, but the place itself needs to be refurbished. Okay.
Mary says, "I'm going to cry if they ruin Narcoosseous." And the secret of Narcoosseous is also a secret of Citrico's and secret of not Victoria. Oh my goodness. Well, Jico's Lounge. Cape Town Lounge. Whew, Jason, come on. You can get the full meal. You can get the full menu at the bar.
At the bar
there, so you don't even need an ADR. You can just a lot of times just walk up to the bar at these places that are really hard to get into. You have to be on property, which is tricky sometimes. But you
without an ADR, yeah.
Right.
Okay, so let's go to the next one. Is this one here, Citricus.
See now you're talking here. This is, if not my favorite restaurant on property, it is next to favorite restaurant on property. This is one of those, stop what you're doing, drop everything, go to this place. If you're eating one nice dinner on property while you're here, please try Citrico's. It's really good.
The only caveat and tricky thing about that is because the chef that was running Citricos and put Citricos with this score, he's
the chef from Victoria and Albert's.
He moved back to Victoria and Albert's.
But I think he's got it. He whipped that place into shape.
I hope so. We need to test it.
Oh, you're gonna have to try it again now.
We're gonna have to test it. It is an amazing. And the last time,
if only I had an ADR for Citricos coming up.
I have, and the last experience we had there was amazing. Actually, was the Silvas with the Canapps We have
Lovely.
it was great. It was amazing.
It was great. Yeah.
Let's go to the next one, which is Boma, Disney's Animal Kingdom. That's only it was only Jason voting because and Collin too. No, I never been
This
there.
comes with a caveat. Mine was literally probably 14 years ago, roughly.
Oh,
so
you have not been to Boma either?
No.
Oh, so we're doing an Animal Kingdom Lodge day. We're going over to Boma. Or actually, we'll go to Canapp.
we're gonna
for lunch.
roll out when we end
We
up
go to
at the end of the
Canapp.
day.
We go to Canapp for no. This is what we do. Okay, we go to Boma for breakfast. We go to Canapp for lunch. We go to Chico for dinner. That's it.
But explain me one
Baseball.
thing. Boma, it is much more what like a casual restaurant.
It's kind of a buffet.
Yeah, it's a buffet. It isn't.
Okay.
It is a buffet. It is a buffet. Yes.
Okay.
And it's amazing. It's the best buffet on property. Period.
It's a very creative buffet, which is nice.
It's amazing.
And I will tell you one thing, just as a spoiler. Despite the fact that I've been already twice to Jaco, I did not vote for Jaco because for some reason I cannot.
He's blocked it out of his mind.
I cannot remember.
How much South African wine did you drink?
No, I cannot remember.
lot,
I cannot
apparently.
remember. I don't know why. I cannot remember if the experience was good or bad or I don't know. Let's go to the next one. California Grill.
Oh, yeah, baby.
This was better than I expected.
Yeah, baby. This
is
is
amazing.
amazing.
This
It's
is
so
amazing.
Good. And I like the price fix menu. I will say this. I get very nervous when I come off the elevator. And I don't know where they're going to take me. And I'm always worried they're going to take me to the kids section or on the back. And
You can literally see it on his face.
Yeah, I'm very anxious about it. So I would say, do whatever you can. Let the hostess, the host know at the hostess stand downstairs. Let them know you're willing to wait for a good table, like a table by the window or a booth or something like that. You want to be on the Seven Seas Lagoon side of things. As my preference, I would just do that. And if you get up there and they're about to take you to a table that is on the wrong side of the track, so to speak, just tell them like, no, I'm going to wait for a table over there. That's what you do.
But there's something really interesting. There was a question here from Jeff. So what hotel would you stay at to eat the best? Actually, my option any hotel in the monorail loop, because then you're gonna have amazing options.
It's good on Crescent Lake too, though. Historically,
Yeah. For my money, I'm an Animal Kingdom Lodge.
because he's never gonna leave.
For the food, you got Boma, you've got Sanaa, you've got Chico. If I didn't eat anywhere else, if you told me I could only eat at one resort, like the entire time, that would be it. Done.
But
I
it's
tend to agree with Carlos here.
Oh,
the
I
monorail.
mean, I love contemporary too. Don't get me wrong.
Anyone on the monorail loop, then you're gonna have a lot of options. And
I love
A
citrus
lot of
and
good
all that.
options.
okay, let's go to this one, Topolino's. I love
Topolino's
this.
is great. I'm not as enamored with it as Carlos is. I know Carlos is one of your favorite, if not your favorite.
It is.
I think the menu pre-pandemic was much better. And the experience
It's very
was
limited
much
now,
better.
right?
Even little things like the olive oil that you get in before, there's this story about there's a French side, there's an Italian side, because it is the Riviera, and you down to the bread service where you would have they would give you two dipping oils, right? Two different olive oils, one from Italy, one from France, and they just don't do that anymore, and it's not as good. It's like, and I'm being very picky. I gave it a 90. Okay, I gave it a 90, but it's those little things that just dial it down for me, just a little bit, below Carlos's score. It's still fantastic. It's still a classic.
Mm-hmm.
So
Jaco, the cooking place at Disney Animal Kingdom Lodge.
it's probably the best place on property. It is amazing. I'm going to be here again soon.
Oh, Jaco, Jaco.
I went very early after they reopened again. So it was my favorite restaurant. It's probably it was next to Flying Fish, my favorite restaurant, pre-pandemic. post-pandemic or post-closing, I should say. I don't know if it will ever be post-pandemic, but when it reopened, I went pretty early after the reopening, and they just knocked it out of the park right away. And I'm going to be there again soon.
This is what we planned, and then it went rogue on Carlos.
Good.
One thing that I remember, the only thing I remember is the place, and I could not vote. I don't remember what I ate. I don't remember. I don't drink wine, and I just know that they're really good on wine tasting there too. But I know that everybody at the table loved the place.
There's a pretty interesting array of options on this menu too, because I think it's one that people would historically be a little hesitant to eat at, but then if you actually look at the menu, there is a nice array of things that you'll recognize and some things that be more adventurous if you choose to.
Chico's great, and I got to tell you, if you're a vegan, the Ethiopian dish that they have, the injera, is so good. It's one of the best on property. I mean, best like entrees on property. Not to mention best vegan dishes on. It's amazing. The way to do this is if, and I don't know if you're not vegan, even if you're not vegan, you should still get it. One person should get that. Actually, this is what I would do. This is the move. For your appetizer, party of 4, someone should get the injera entree for an appetizer, and everybody share that as the bread service, because it's that amazing. It's totally worth trying, and then you can get your lamb shank, or you can get your whatever else you want for your entree. But it's so good.
Let's go to the last one.
Okay.
Ohana. And
There's a reason for my review on this.
My vote was pretty high because it was a long time ago, but it was a lovely experience.
So if there was one restaurant, if somebody came to me and said they had a family and said, hey, there's one place you have to go, this would probably be on the top of my list every time, just because of the atmosphere, the storytelling vibe, the location. You get to experience the Polynesian, even if you're not staying at the Polynesian. There are so many things here that are going to make for an incredible family meal every single time you step through the door. And it's not this big elaborate menu. It's a pretty simple menu. You can get steak, chicken, I believe, what else? There's a shrimp, and there's a few other things. You've got noodles, wings, whatever the coconut pineapple bread thing is, and you have the great desserts. I mean, there's something there that everybody in your group's going to like, no matter if they're 70 or if they're 12 or if they're 7. I mean, there's something for everybody. It's just fun. It's just classic Disney to me.
I haven't been there in a while. Probably borderline, shouldn't even rate it. It's been I don't think a decade, but it's within a decade. So I need to try it again. It kind of has a Whispering Canyon effect to it a little bit.
Kind of, but the food's better.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there.
Yeah. I don't like the breakfast. I will say that. I don't care for the breakfast. Definitely go for dinner.
No, I went there for dinner. But it was okay. There's one thing here, Stan. How the heck did Ohana get 88? I will tell you why I gave with 88 and not.
Is that low or high? I don't know. Stan.
No, he was asking.
I think
He said
Stan's
should
a
be
proponent of Ohana. I'm pretty sure.
Shannon was standing
Okay.
said 90 or over 90.
I need to go with Stan. Apparently,
You know that there's a
That's what I need
history.
to do.
That the whole history of Ohana is that, despite the fact it's a Hawaiian restaurant, they got inspired by the system of the Brazilian barbecue places with what they have meat, carving. So myself as a Brazilian, with that experience, when I went there is a lot of comparisons, and it didn't work for me.
If you're not familiar with that, that's a fun thing too.
Yes. So it didn't work for me. That's the reason, buddy. But it is a great place. It's a nice setting, nice for the family. It's amazing. Okay, that was the rating. Just let me try to put it out together. So we did have 2 of the Disney Spring. That's Disney Springs, but no, it's Disney Resort Table Service Restaurants. I took from the old card. So we have our Artist Point Turf Club and that we do have no rating, and mediocre for both rides dining hall. Then again, sorry, I will have everything as Disney Springs, but this Disney
It's all right.
resorts, Olivia Cafe and Ale and Compass will be in the good side. The very good was a large selection from of restaurants, and it's good to see that we have everything is getting crowdier in the bigger and the better sections. Outstanding. We had 7 from Chef Mickey's, Cholido, Steakhouse 71, Boma, Flying Fish Cafe, Jachman Steakhouse in Ohana, and the classic, which is the top ones: Sana, Topolino's Terrace, Citricos, California Grill, and Jico.
I'm shocked there's that many of them at the top end.
Yeah, but they're
So good. All of those are so good. Yeah. Really good.
yeah. Yes, and that was our after hours A factor. Was great. And I'm so hungry now.
I know. This
I'm
is
so
crazy.
hungry now.
And we're so late.
Yeah, and we're supposed to be in a 1 hour show. Okay. But and not only that, I'm hearing something totally strange.
Probably,
Is
Carlos,
the-
probably your own stomach. It'd be my
No,
guess.
yes, probably is this his stomach, or it's your neighbor.
You know what it is?
Could be.
Sound of silence.
Of what?
What is it?
What?
Coming up
We're
with a new
saying, like,
song now? You gonna
Hello,
sing for us?
darkness, my old friend.
Exactly.
I've come to taunt you again.
What? Can I do that? So.
What the heck is the sound?
Down.
If only I owned a banjo.
My brother played banjo.
Yeah, and you make fun of me.
Okay, buddies. So let's go to what's that sound. Jason, please.
Well, what's that sound? Your favorite, my favorite, Collin, Puddles, Charlie, Kendall's favorite
Debatable.
favorite segment here in After Hours, where we will play for you just a brief little bitty piece of sound. Your job is to let us know what it is, be as specific as possible as to what, the where, the maybe even the when. Put it in the comments. Put your answer or guesses in the comments. And should you guess all 3 correctly, Carlos Ponto will take you along with me to Sanaa for bread service. Because he has to do this thing.
I have to do that.
So disappointed. It's shocking. And this should be remedied quickly. And that's all I'm saying. Tonight, it's hard tonight. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be difficult.
Yes, it's going to be difficult.
It's going to be difficult.
Because
About his magic wand again. Never mind.
But you know, you guys know your Disney spaces. I think if you've participated in a show long enough, if you have maybe watched any of our individual lives, if you have listened to the various podcasts, if you have spent any time in various Disney spaces, you should be able to get some of these.
So let's go to the first one. Let's check, because the first one is what Jason called the easier one. And then you get to notice. Let's go. Let me prepare here. Let me prepare. In 1, 2, and 3. And I will do it again.
Okay.
That's the easy one. And
Gave
again,
us so much to work with there.
They know. You see, you guys think you're sitting there thinking, "Oh, no one's going to get it. No one's going to get it." They're going to get it.
no, they're saying, "Oh, come on." The Sound of Silence.
No,
What?
Jeff's favorite game.
Let's do it again.
You know what the problem is? Because number one, Caleb isn't here. You don't have any of the golfs here. And those are the ringers. Those are our
What the
ringers.
hell?
I thought this would be the
I
easy
thought
one.
too.
And I thought that yeah, Haunted Mansion.
This
But
we just
but you say really?
we just heard this week. Come on, people. Killing me.
Look, Laura said no darn clue whatsoever.
Oh, right. Terry usually is a ringer.
Do it again.
Nobody
some-
has even guessed.
Then I didn't even try.
Mark Jones is saying the Haunted Mansion Q.
No.
Haunted, a lot of Haunted Mansion, but no.
This sounds spooky.
Here's something about points, but I don't know how
Listen,
accurate
listen
that is.
again. Listen again.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jeff says you're judging. Jeff, we know this already. I mean, look at the crowd I hang out.
Megan St. Pauli.
Yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed. You think you know people after going on a long walk with them. You think you know people after spending some time on a boat and a long walk, romantic walk with them.
5 points. Star Wars.
But apparently not.
Too short.
Apparently not.
So let's go to the reveal.
I think you have to do the review.
Because there's no way they're going to get it.
Yeah, it's fine.
And that one is the easy.
Yeah.
And
Oh, great.
and from what I saw that you have in front of me, yes, he's right. Let's see. Let's go to the second one now. You will see now. And now things gonna get harder.
Maybe this will be easy. Maybe the second one's easy now.
Let's go to the second one in 1, 2, and 3.
I gave him a lot to work with.
Let's do it again.
Oh, look who showed up!
Luke showed up. Loretta.
Look who showed up! You know who would have gotten the other one? That
Yes.
guy.
Yes. Caleb, right out of the
Look
bat.
at
Yes.
Look at that. Where
Caleb.
did you go? We needed you 2 minutes ago.
Yes. Caleb got it right.
We were closing the place down. That's Michelle, and that's the school, Stephen School.
Well, I'm aware who it is.
We closed the place down. It was lovely. Yeah, Nomad Lounge.
Got asked to
Nomad
leave,
Lounge.
probably.
Let's go
Scared
to
all
the
those
third
people
one
away.
now. Let's go to the third one in 1, 2, and 3. This one.
There's a lot going on here.
This
That's
one
very
is
faint.
almost impossible.
No, it's not.
It's not,
Listen, no. You gotta just open your heart, open your mind, just close your eyes and listen to the sounds, all the sounds.
We have to tell the one thing that I think is important, because everybody's talking about Poly, Harmonious, Pandora, Poly Lobby.
You're so close.
No, buddy, they're not close.
Well, I mean, they're close. It's a Disney space for sure.
Yes, so
That narrows this game down.
No, we could say that it's a Disney space, but no, it's not Florida.
It's a Disney space that happens to not be in Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
Right. Remember, these are not always in Walt Disney World. But there are definitely people who are with us tonight who have heard this.
It's just me.
You're not wrong, Jeff. You're not wrong. Story of my life, right?
That's
there.
my buddy Jeff.
I love Jeff. Oh my gosh, we gotta get back.
Alani.
Oh, that's okay. So that's a good guess. That's actually not correct, but I know why you think Alani. Probably because of the music. But if I don't know, I don't know what else I have to do to give people like an advantage in this.
This isn't like the animation room at like DCA or something, is it? Something random?
No. You see, I have a podcast. I don't like to talk about it that much.
Really?
This may have been featured. This may have been featured on a recent episode of the podcast, with an explanation as to why there's Hawaiian music playing. I mean, I don't know what else I can do.
I'll play it for the last time.
Okay.
I'll give a hint to Jeff, and Jeff will get it right. Jeff, that in that place we had lunch together.
We're close.
All right, yeah, close to this place, really close.
Close enough. Closer than any other guesses.
Yeah, yes. And let's see if Jeff get it. Come on, buddy.
He's gone to bed. He's like, I can't take it. I'm out.
Graceland.
Like, he's thinking to himself, I hate this game. I hate this game. I hate this game.
Caleb got it. Caleb got it before Jeff.
Let's show the reveal. I mean, there's been videos, there have been entire podcast episodes with the soundtrack to the music. I don't know what else I can do.
Carlos blocked it out after he saw you on that
And
Adirondack chair
the
that was out there.
and the two stops we did in Castaway Cay. The first one, I had lunch with Mark from Washington, from
Mark Whiting.
Whiting, yes, and the second was with Jeff. Well, buddies, and let me just move here. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, we did it quite well on 1 hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah. Only 40
no,
minutes
we're only
overtime.
40 all. Yeah, that's right.
Happy
Dan
Cinco.
Solo, I agree. Next week, the restroom in All Star Sports will be the sound, most likely. Most likely. That's how far he's reaching at the moment.
Man, I don't step foot in All Stars. 2004.
But let me tell you one thing to everybody. You guys remember the Marvel videos? We do have a Marvel video.
Oh.
And some people ask me, what happened when you got to get together before the show starts?
You don't want to know.
I will show that. I will show that because always there's music involved. There's some songs. We prepare the show with the soundtrack, and you're gonna see that. So right after the titles, the subtitle, the titles. No, the titles. I got it right.
Credits. The credits.
The credits. Credits.
Right after the credits at the end, but close enough.
Yeah, right after the credits, you will see a funny Marvel video for you guys that are curious about that Marvel moment. Yes. Yeah. Okay, buddies. Thank you.
Wait, my buddy Steven Schools is with us. He's almost never here. He's staying up late.
Hello.
Buddy, it's great to see you. We actually featured you in one of the videos. You may want to watch the replay.
Yes.
I know Steven.
Yeah.
Hi, Steven.
Yes, you do.
It's been too long.
It's not showing up for me here in the comments.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you. Okay.
He's one of the cool kids. It's fine.
Okay, so hi, Steve.
He blocked you, Carlos.
Yeah, the first probably. Okay, buddies. Okay. So, buddies. So, thank you. It was great to spend Cinco de Mayo with you guys.
It was fun. Mostly.
Pay attention to the live Instagram tomorrow because I'm gonna be doing lives from a very noisy place.
Oh, but not at 12 p.m. Hopefully.
No, the first one is at 2:30, and then at 4:30 we have the second one. Two practices.
Zoom.
Yeah, there you go. Our buddies from the F1 are gonna be there. So if you like F1, you're gonna be there. I will be a blast. And the city here is so beautiful with everything that is going on. What is making us proud is that how Miami embraced the Formula One event in a way that is amazing.
Don't forget there's our Marvel end credit scene coming up.
Yes.
Apparently.
Carlos, enjoy your jar of mayonnaise to celebrate the holiday.
Yeah.
Wash it down some F1.
I love Cinco Mayo. Buddies, on behalf of my buddies, I'd like to wish you amazing and magical rest of the week. Be safe, be good, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Good night, guys.
See ya.
Draw you in, watch the moment unfold. go